All right, here it is. We fucking did it. Sorry that we had to move from Facebook to YouTube. Facebook was just not cooperating with us for whatever reason to bring on two presenters at once. From Facebook to YouTube.
I
Facebook
know.
was just not. It's fucking
Hold on.
Oh, it's not meeting on your end?
Fuck. Oh, I think I'm doing it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's my fault. It was my fault. Sorry, that was me.
No, it's okay. It happened.
Okay.
Dude, the first time that I ever did one of these, that totally happened to me, and I was like, fuck, you didn't tell me I had to mute this shit on my end. I didn't know you had to mute it on your end, to be honest with you. But anyways, what's up, guys? We fucking here's Orlee's with me. She's gonna be doing this with me. What's up, everyone? I'm so glad to see you guys here. But yeah, thank you for joining me tonight, Orlee, to do this.
Thank you so much for inviting me to invoke Belial with you. I had been doing some work with him earlier today and put all these different items together in honor of him, and then it just worked out perfectly.
Excellent. And I hope that all of you have some things set up on your end, some candles, some incense, your little altar space, whatever it is, or even if you're just reclining back in your fucking bed, relaxing, that's cool too. You'll still feel his presence. And that's kind of what we're going for here in this. With this invocation, the intention of it is going to be for it to be an interactive experience that everyone that is viewing, everyone that's here present right now is going to really be able to kind of feel that heavy fucking energy of his, that delicious energy of his. And when you do feel that, go ahead and introduce yourself to him if you haven't worked with him before. If you have, go ahead and petition him to, really do some amazing things for you in your life. That's kind of really what this is all about tonight, is for it to truly be something that we're all involved in, not something that I'm doing, that Orlee's doing with me. That's really just for us. It's really for all of you. So that's the intention. And from some of the things that I've experienced here recently, and I've assisted a few people in, evoking him and invoking him, through messenger chat, video chat, and things like that. And that he was definitely there with them, that they could definitely feel it. So it definitely works. I mean, it's just like when I do energy work and I can kind of project that energy from a distance. With him being omnipresent, he can do that too. And he will be everywhere that we want him to be all at once. We'll all fucking feel it. We'll all experience it together. And that's really what tonight's all about. I wasn't planning on doing this. Orlee wasn't planning on doing this. It was something that we both just were hey, let's do this shit. And it was just kind of he was guiding us to do this. So that is, no, it's okay, Delphine. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long at all. We're getting ready to get right down to it. I think it's probably going to be something like 30 minutes, maybe, something like that. So everybody just kind of relax and get ready. And you may fall asleep. What's up? Boo, motherfucker. I think that everybody will experience it, and you might fall asleep. And if you do, that's fine. That might be what he wants you to do. And he's going to kind of integrate his energy with yours and do some things for you while you sleep. It's
Sleeping, I was taught by spirits, is a way to change your reality system. So by going to sleep, you can have the magic completely change who you are by the time you've woken up and your whole life.
Hell yeah. So if you if your room is a mess, don't worry about it. Just freaking lay on your bed and have that straight. Lay out, prop some pillows up behind you, and just relax. Just relax and kind of be part of this and try to really feel it, really be open to the experience. And that's the thing, be open to it. Don't fight it. when you start feeling his energy, usually I feel it like on my legs first. Usually it's a very heavy, very euphoric type of energy. Just don't don't fight it. Just be open to it. Let it happen. It's beautiful. So yeah, what's up, David? And Grand Inquisitor is up in here. So and Esselvine and Mystic Mama, Nia, Delphine, everybody's up in here. Glad to see you guys. And we're gonna get right down to it. So I'm gonna do part of the invocation, and Orlee's gonna do part of the invocation. We're gonna kind of like flip back and forth on that, and everybody just kind of like enjoy it, be part of it, experience it. It's gonna be beautiful. And after it's over, those of you that are still here that aren't asleep, we'll talk about it, see how your experience was, that kind of thing. But I really feel like it's gonna be powerful for everyone that is participating. So without further ado, let's do this shit, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. First of all, I'm going to purify this space. And while I'm doing that, it's also going to purify the space of everyone else that's watching. There's going to be some shamanic fire salt. Works really fucking well. I use it in lieu of sage and Palo Santo mostly. I use that every now and again, but anyway, here we go. May the flames of these fires that burn before me purify this space, bless and consecrate this space, protect us, this space and the space of all of those who are bearing witness to this invocation, to this ritual, to this rite. Any spirits or any entities that are not involved in this rite, we respectfully ask now that you please depart and that you step aside and that you allow Belial and only Belial to come into this space, as it is he who we wish to commune with. It is he who we wish to speak with. It is he who we wish to receive the blessings that only he can bestow in our physical plane of existence, in our daily mundane lives. May he help to make the changes that we feel are necessary. May he bestow upon us abundant blessings, as each of us will come to him and petition him for the things that we need, that we are looking for, to change in our lives, to empower our lives, to make them better in every way. May this rite empower each and every one of us that are present magically, physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, professionally, in every way possible. And it's with that I say, so it is done. So it is done. So it is done. It is also at this time that I petition the universe, I petition the astral plane to transport the energy and the essence of this temple into the environments of all of those who are witnessing this right at this moment. Let them partake in every element and every aspect of this ritual space, of these ritual workings. Allow them to feel the energy, allow them to smell the fragrance of the incense that was specially prepared for this rite. As if they were here in this space, right here, right now. As we want each and every one of them to be a part of this. As this is a working of the collective. As this is something that is not just for us that are the operators, but for all of those who are here sharing this experience with us. May the things that we have prepared before you, Belial, in this working be pleasing to you. This consecrated oil that I have prepared especially for this rite, as I anoint myself with it now, may all of those who bear witness to this rite and who are operators in this rite also now be anointed by it. May they feel it upon their forehead. May they feel it upon their throat. May they feel it upon the back of their neck. And may it bless and consecrate them in every way. May it empower them. May it really further make them a part of this working so that they may integrate the power and the blessings of this rite into their own individual lives. We come to you tonight, Belial, without a circle, without many of the typical trappings and implements of a ceremonial ritual. Because I feel that this is not needed. Because we want your energy and your power to branch out from this place, to be unfettered, to be unchained, to have no limitations. We ask this invocation and the power in it have the ability to span out from coast to coast, from nation to nation, from continent to continent, across the seas, across the oceans, across the globe in every direction, as you are omnipresent. And we ask now more than ever that you display that godlike ability to us all and allow all of us to experience your power, your presence, and your energy simultaneously all at once. As when we call you forth, that will be our expectation. And that you will give everyone the opportunity to greet you to thank you for your presence and to petition you for the things that they may need in their lives as they see fit, as it is personal to them in their lives. I invoke thee, Belial, guardian of the gate of the abyss, Lord of the spirits of darkness, mighty and powerful King. I summon the keeper of the arcane knowledge, he who was created next after Lucifer, who rides in a chariot of fire and speaks with the voice of angels and demons. Lord Belial, come to the gate of the seven-pointed star. Arise from your abode in the wastelands of civilizations and from beneath the sands of time. Answer my calling and the calling of all who are present. Reveal your presence unto us all. Teach us the gnosis of the dark oracle, the forbidden knowledge of the path of shadows, and lead us all into the womb of the dragon, so that we may die and rise again in strength. From the ashes of the world to the thrones of the primordial gods. Show us how to find a way through the infernal depths and empyrean heights, for your towers of wisdom shall guide us to the underworld of our souls. Open for us the gate to the desert of Doth, so that we may become the flesh and the blood of the dragon. Lord Belial, we welcome you into our temple, into this sacred and unholy rite. So it has been said.
Through the desert of 1,000 eyes, bathed in primogenian light, baptized through the infernal fire, and emerging as the vessel of sulfur paths, copulations beyond the secret throne, hidden masks of shadows offered to me, primogenian calls to the night-side realms, in the vacuity of sense, I become one with the primordial essence of the horned masked god, through the veils of his infinite presence, under the masks of Belial. And so it is said.
To you, O black dragon serpent god, enlighten our souls beyond the astral realms. Grant us the keys of your infinite mysteries, and may we embrace with the Primerian essence. Baptize us with your sacred fire and teach us the strange tongues now forgotten. Take us beyond the void of your infallible essence. O King of Shadows, mask and purify us in your eternal fire. Ah, Belial, Belial. 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 So it said.
Through the shadows of the black dragon, walking through the paths of wisdom, burning through the infernal fire, opening the gate to hidden gnosis, a call to the prince of the earth, a call to raise the black dragon, a masked scorpion of venomous elixirs, a masked god hidden in the shadows between the temples of lost wisdom. It burns under the sea of sand and blood, fire and ashes. The path of illumination is shown to me, and revealed are the secrets of your mysterious masks, of scorpion god. Devour me through your sacred essence. And so it is said.
Belial. 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 I call you forth and I conjure you on behalf of myself, of Orlee Stewart, and all of those who are present all over this world, all over this globe, those who bear witness to this rite. I call you forth now on all of our behalfs. I call you forth and I conjure you. Come into this temple and come into theirs. Come assist us with this rite. Come into our flesh, come into our blood, reside in all of our bones. Hear our words, see our signs, and do not forsake us. And come, Belial, come. 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 I call you forth and I conjure you. Come into this temple, come into this place, and all of the places of those who bear witness to this. Come into our flesh, come into our blood, reside in the bone. Hear our words, see our signs, do not forsake us. And come, Belial, come, Belial, come, Belial. And so it has been said.
Come into us, Belial, across the earth and through time, forward and backward. May your power resonate. Come into us, Belial, and may your power be shown as the mighty powers of the great sea are within you, and your great depths are the mysteries that we have yet to be revealed. Reveal them to us. Listen to us and hear our call. Come into us, Belial. Come into us and come into the hearts of all of those who are present with us on this day. Come to us, Belial. I give you the waters of life. Please accept my offering. I give you my blood, the water of my life. Please accept my offering. And so it is said.
Belial. 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 Come not only unto this temple, but make your presence known unto us all who bear witness to this rite. Simultaneously, let us feel your energy and your presence.
not in this space alone, but in every space, in every corner of every room, into every flesh that can hear these words at this moment. Go to them all now, and let them experience your strength, your power, your majesty, and your fucking energy. They seek to commune with you. They seek your presence in their life. They seek to know who you are. They seek to hear your voice. They seek to feel your touch. They seek to feel the euphoric heaviness of your supreme energy in a physical, tangible form. Come into them all and let them experience this, Belial. Come into each one of them, let them experience this, Belial. They each have their own unique things that they can offer you, and I know that you have your own unique abilities and aspects of things that you can do to enrich their lives. And that is why we have come before you tonight, to pay you homage, to pay you respect, but also so that you may grace us all with your presence. And I'll say it again, not just in this temple, but in every place across this earth, across every ocean, in every corner of this, every room of those who bear witness to this ritual right here, right now, in real time. Your omnipresence is now called forth. Show us your godlike powers. Show us and reveal to us your infinite wisdom. Let us feel you, Belial. Allow us to feel you, Belial. We call you into our flesh. We call you into our blood, and we ask that you now reside in our bones. As I look into your eyes now, I know that you shall do this. That you allow them to feel you, to experience that which only you can provide. Just as each one of us are unique, so are you, and so is the energy, the blessings, and the power that you bring forth before us all. It is your time here on this earth, and we all cannot deny that. You have been everywhere and in all things, without restriction, unchained, unfettered. Your abilities to shred the veil that separates us and to bring your dimension into ours has already begun to occur. We have all seen your signs. We have all experienced aspects of this new dimension that you bring forth, aspects of this fifth dimensional consciousness. There are many that have not had any of that yet, but they will. Those who are meant to feel your power will feel it. And if those are present tonight, let them feel it now. If they are going to feel it, let them experience it now. Let them feel it now. Let them have it now, Belial, now. Right now, dear friend. I come to you in peace. I come to you in gratitude, and I come to you with my love. We all do. Each one of us come to you with the greatest of respect. We want to feel that power that you bring. We want to feel the good stuff. We want it. We want it. We want it. Give it to us. Give it to us, Belial. Give it to us, Belial. Give it to us, Belial. Give it to us now, Belial. And I now come before you to give you an offering on behalf of everyone that is here, everyone that is a part of this rite, whether they are an operator or whether they are just here viewing this in spirit, but also adding their energy to this rite. They are just much of as an operator as I am at this moment. And I now give you an offering not only on my behalf, but their behalf. I give you my blood, Belial. I give you the essence of my life, that which flows through my fucking veins. It flows through the veins of each one of those who bear witness to this rite. And as I know that you have aspects of the great seas and oceans of this world, I shall now give you this offering upon this shell, as it is representative of you, as it is representative of who you are, of your strength, of your history, of your legendary power, whether it is that of the demonic realm or that of other pantheons that span out across the globe through all time and history. I shall cover this shell not only in my blood, but in the blood of all those who bear witness of this on their behalf, so that they may reap the benefits of this offering to you, and that you may help each one of them to experience your ultimate power in their lives, Belial. Let this fucking crimson flow, not only for me, but for them. Not only for me, but for them, Belial. Not only for me, but for them, Belial. Not only for me, but for them. For them, Belial, for them. For all my brothers and sisters who are here now with us, who take this rite as seriously as we fucking do, Belial, let this be not only for me, but for them. Not only for me, but for them, Belial. This painting, this gateway that I have created for you, I shall also now anoint with the life-giving waters of the essence of my life, not only for me, but all of those that are present. In a like manner, as I have anointed the shell with the blood of my own godhood, I now give it to you, Belial. I now give it to you, Belial. Take it. Take it, Belial. Take it. And I also shall give it to you in this incense smoke, Belial. Take my blood. Take my essence. Take my life force energy. Deify yourself, brother. Deify yourself, old friend. I give it to you. I fucking give it to you. I give it to you, Belial. I give it to you, Belial. And I anoint myself with it, Belial. I anoint you and I anoint myself. May we all fucking become fucking warriors. May we all help you in that of what you need to happen in this physical plane of existence, so that we may all ascend, so that we may bring your dimension to overlap with this one, and then may we all experience this fifth dimensional consciousness and become the spiritual beings that we are fucking meant to be. So it is said.
Belial, thank you for coming to us. Thank you for manifesting your power into the lives of all of those who are present on this day, and at any time that this is seen and heard and felt in the hearts of all that are here in this moment. May your power flow through us like the great waters of the sea, and may its strength have infinite depths. Please, Belial, give unto us all that we desire. Manifest through us the gateway to the dimensions of your power and your mysteries. We are ready to receive them. All of us who are here now are ready to receive them. And so it is said.
Oh, dear brother. Dear brother. Oh, great and mighty fucking king. We ask that you bestow your wisdom upon us. Take us by the hand and guide us through the difficulties in our lives. For we all have things that we wish to change. We all have things that restrict us and hold us back from becoming the mightiest, the best versions of ourselves that we possibly can be. We ask that you remove those limitations, that you remove the obstacles, that you assist us in that of which is so difficult that we have been hesitant to even think about making these changes on our own. We've been unable to do it. We have needed your help to move forward, to leave the past behind us without shame, without guilt, without fucking regret. That we can move forward with a wholeness, happiness, and a light of heart. That we can feel good about the decisions that we made that shall make us happy. We shall stop worrying about that of which is best for others. We shall start to put the needs of us, of our own sovereign individual essence and personas first. For there is no one who shall look out for our own interest, who shall take care, who shall protect our spirits and our physical bodies more than us. For when all the chips are down, and when the fucking world has gone to hell, who shall have our backs but ourselves? At some point in life, we all end up alone. Who then do we have to turn to? It's only us. And with that being said, we must all look out for our own best interest. We should live each day to the fullest, doing the things that make us genuinely happy. And while I understand much of our happiness comes from making others around us happy, but that should only come with mutual respect, with mutual love and mutual understanding, not those that just want to take from us, not from those that wish to control us, not from those who wish to fucking be a parasite in our fucking lives and drain us of our happiness, drain us of our energy, drain us of our resources, and just fucking take and take and take without giving anything back to us. Those are the people, those are the situations, those are the aspects of our lives that we have no longer have a need of. Those are the things that we need removed. Those that seek to use us. Those that really wish to destroy us. But they wear wool over their sheep's clothing. They pretend to love us. They pretend to have our best interests in heart. They put on airs each and every day, try to keep us down and convince us of their fuckery. Open our eyes so that we may see these people and these situations in our lives so that it may not continue to abuse us emotionally, physically, spiritually, sexually, and even magically. Set us free, unchain us, allow us to be unfettered in our power, allow us to ascend, and to not be ashamed of it if we pass some others. Allow us to help them if they can be helped, but do not make us feel obligated to stay where they are, for they and only they have the power to move forward if they so choose. Some people must be left behind. That is up to them. It is not up to us to fucking carry them. Allow them to stand on their own 2 feet and allow us to stand on our own 2 feet and to move forward at a rapid pace. May we ascend into the fucking cosmos. May we shine brightly as the stars. May we take on the aspects of all the fucking mighty planets of this fucking galaxy and embrace it and reap the fucking benefits of their blessings. May the bullshit of this world no longer have an effect on us. May we rise above it. May we see everything truly for what it is. May we not be fooled by those who attempt to deceive us. May all 3 of our eyes be opened. I can feel you here, Belial. I can feel you here. I can feel you in this place, brother. Please hear my words, see my signs, and reveal yourself to everyone that's present. Allow them to feel your energy and allow them to speak to you in their own way. Allow them to petition you for the things that they need in their lives. Oh, help to enrich the lives of everyone here that is present. Everyone that felt it incumbent upon themselves to fucking be here, right now, that it was important enough for them to take their fucking time away from their obligations, from their sleep, from their comfort, to be here to experience this right so that they may experience your fucking glorious power in their fucking lives. They have made a sacrifice of their time and of many other things, and it is only fair that you shall reveal yourself to them. And so it has been said.
And so it has been fucking said.
Thank you, Belial. Thank you, Belial. Thank you, Belial. Thank you, dear brother. We ask for your blessings. We ask for your grace. We ask that you fucking allow us to be showered in your fucking glory. Continue to work in our lives and continue to reveal yourself everywhere in all things as you have been doing all along. Allow us to see the synchronicities for what they are and not as mere coincidence. Empower our magic, Belial. Allow us to take control of our fucking realities, sculpt it and mold it. Push things the way that we need them to be pushed. Bend them to our fucking wills. Allow us to be gods and goddesses among men and women here on this earth. in this existence, on this plane, and on those that are to come after this. Allow each one of us to truly realize and understand that we are fucking gods amongst men, that we are goddesses amongst women, and that we can possess godlike power, that we can be omnipresent, that we can have omnipotence. That we can use the power of divination to guide us in our lives, to show us the answers, to reveal the truths. Give us the power of the all-knowing, that we can tap into the collective consciousness. We can access all information at any time that we see fit. Give us these strengths, give us these powers. Give us this advantage over those who could not give a fuck less about these things. For this is why we do what we do. This is why we are who we are. Because we seek to be better. We feel that we are better, and we know that we are fucking better, that we deserve this shit. We deserve it. And we not only ask for it, but we fucking proclaim and demand it. Not in a way that would be disrespectful for you, but in a manner that you would expect from a fucking god or goddess. For we know if we want to make things happen in this life, we can't be passive about it. We have to be fucking aggressive. We have to take the bull by the horns each and every fucking day and go out and get the things that we fucking want. We can't sit idly by. We can't keep our mouths closed. We have to be a force to be reckoned with every day. And just like that, we must reprove ourselves in every way, each and every day. The things that we did last week don't mean a fuck. We have to go out tomorrow and the next day and the next week and next work hard. Continue to reprove ourselves, to reprove our worthiness, to grow and aspire to be like you. We can't do the work one time and expect to reap the benefits forever. It does not work like that. We must continue to strive to be great. We must continue to strive for excellence. We must continue to grow as a person and to grow in our magic, to strengthen it, to educate ourselves, to commune with fucking great and mighty fucking kings and spirits to yourself, and pull your essence into us and utilize it and use it to do great things, not only for ourselves, but for our fucking world that we live in. As we are not here to only bring destruction, but to plant seeds so that new growth, regeneration, peace, harmony, love can manifest here and now. And we realize that many things must perish, many things must die, many things that we know in this world today must be fucking destroyed in order to usher in the new aeon that we shall live in. We shall find a true peace, a true understanding, a place that we feel like we are truly a part of, a place that we do not feel alienated, a place that we do not feel we do not fit in. We shall fit in this new fucking plane of existence that you shall bring to us. We shall be the forerunners of it all. We're gonna fucking do this. We're with you, we're beside you. We do not bow down to you because we know that is not what you want and that's not what we're gonna fucking do. But we'll stand beside you and we'll fucking make shit happen. But in order for us to be able to do that, we need you to help us to make our lives easier, better, more fucking profitable, fulfilling, more convenient. The things that we need so that we can work harder for you beside you. If we have too much hardship, we're not going to be able to do those things. So if we must plummet into those fucking murky depths of fucking desperation, we need your help to pull us out of it. That is the only way that we'll be able to stand with you side by side and fucking usher in the things that need to be to make this world what it's going to fucking come to very soon. Those that are fucking struggling, those that are desperate, pull them up from the fucking pit. Lift them up, give them a hand, show them the fucking way, strengthen them, empower them, point them in the fucking right direction and lead them to people that can fucking help them if you can't fucking do it on your own for whatever reason. Help them to fucking seek and find the answers. I know that you will do this. I know that you'll fucking do this. I know that you'll do this. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you for fucking being here. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I love when you're in this temple. I love when you fucking come here. I love when you speak to me. I love when you fucking show yourself and you allow us to feel your energy, Belial. I love when you fucking do that, brother. When you fucking do that, brother. I have another gift for you to enjoy before you depart. I think that you're going to stay here tonight. And I think that you'll be here tomorrow. And I think that you'll be here for me and everyone else that's present. This is for you, brother. And because I'm your brother, I know that you're going to let me have a sip of this shit. The rest is for you. All for you, brother. I thank you for coming, Belial. I thank you for being here. I thank you for gracing us with your presence. For you listening to our petitions. And I thank you on behalf of all those who are viewing. And I know that Orlee here, who was assisting in the operation of this ritual, I know that she has a few things that she'd like to say to you as you depart as well.
Yes. Thank you, Belial, for already beginning to manifest and show your power in my life. May it continue to be strong in helping me and helping all of those who come unto you. Please continue to remove the obstacles from our lives. Please continue to help us to come into our true power. And please continue to teach us the great mysteries of our evolution as your dimension is unfolded through our collective consciousness. Thank you for coming to us on this day. And thank you for coming into all of our lives so that we may bear witness to your incredible power. Thank you, Belial. Thank you.
It is at this time, Belial, that I give you thanks as well. On behalf of everyone here, We know that you shall bless us. We know that you shall guide us. And we know without a doubt that as we had called you forth tonight, you surely fucking came to us, and we appreciate that. We appreciate that, brother. Fucking appreciate that shit. Being the strength of the relationship that I have built with you, I feel that it's not necessary to ask you or to give you license to depart from this place. I give you license to stay as long as you wish. But as any operator should, I should also give you the license now to depart if that's what you would like to do. And I know I don't need to do that. If you want to fucking leave, you'll fucking leave any fucking way. But I'm going to go by the book on this portion of it. And now proclaim that this ritual, that this rite is now over. And in a moment, I'll give you that license to depart. But I will say, so it is done. So it is done.
It is done.
So it is fucking done. Belial, you may now depart. I give you license to depart. Depart and go if that's what you wish. Depart and go. Depart and go. Leave this place if you wish. But if you wish to stay, you are welcome here. I give you license to depart. Belial, depart and go. Depart and go. Depart and go, brother. Depart and go. But if you wish to stay, of course, you can be my guest. You can fucking stay here as long as you wish. The option is yours, brother, and I wanted that to be your decision. And as I give you the license to depart, I still feel your energy here. So I feel that you are going to stay, and that is fine with me, brother. That is totally fine with me. For you know that I have big things in my life that I need your assistance with, and I'm not surprised that you're not going. Because I know in the next few days, your presence here is going to be much needed. And it makes me feel fucking amazing that you're not going to go. So fucking welcome to this home. May you find all the fucking comforts and conveniences and love and adoration here that you will find in your own abode. Mikasa Sukasa. Wax on, wax off. Whatever makes you comfortable, whatever you want, dude. Do your thing, chill with me, whatever you want to do. Towels are in the closet upstairs, man. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do. Enjoy yourself. Party. Relax. Whatever it is, man. Whatever it is, dude. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Mm. 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 Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Mm. Thank you, Orlee, for doing that with me.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, he's sticking around here too.
I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. Oh, that was fucking crazy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Well, I hope that all of you that are here, that are viewing, had a good experience. It was great, a great experience on my end, and it's a little messy. I look like I have some kind of fucking like mask and fucking goatee going on or some shit right now, but I just got a little carried away. Really for all of you guys, so that so that you experience what I'm experiencing. Yeah, I kind of fucking went a little too far, but you know, hey, it's how I do it, dude. It's how
Go hard or go home, right?
yeah, dude. It's like I said on the fucking Iron Man, it was all or nothing, man. It's all fucking nothing, dude.
Because like JD, when you have nothing left to lose, then you're fucking unstoppable.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Like, I totally do. And do you have a minute to chat, Orlee? Like,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
all right, cool. Well, let me get my shit straight here.
Cool. I also don't have the chat up, so I'll get that all ready.
Yeah, do that, dude. Fucking
I'm
do
gonna change out of my robe so I don't catch on fire, like someone did.
that. Who was that? I don't know who did that. I have to tell that fucking story one day. Maybe I'll tell that shit tonight.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm just pulling up the chat so you guys may hear like the sound double up
yeah, cool. That's cool.
before I mute it.
Whoa, this is heavy. Fuck. Hold on. God damn it. All right. All right, where is this finally at? I don't know. Is it over here? Oh, here it is. All right, so what's up, everybody? Did maybe I should let me clean myself really quickly. I look like a fucking psycho.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Is it? Yeah, maybe you're right, but fuck, dude. God damn, dude. Oh shit. Okay. How does that? Is that better? Maybe not. For the most part. Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
See what I can do here with like.
All right, man. So,
Right.
how did anybody else present during this? Did anybody feel his energy and shit like that? I hope that you did. If you didn't, I apologize, but I definitely did my best to petition him for that. How was it for everyone? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm really curious to know how everybody felt or feels now.
What's up, Nicolene?
Hey.
was disassociative. Oh yeah, you hear some disembodied voices in our cameras. Yeah, that's a kind of a normal thing.
Yeah.
That happens here for sure, for sure. Really? Oh shit. So you're looking at some numbers and the 666 and red appeared. Whoa.
That's cool.
Oh, you got woken up to see this, Nicolene? Holy shit. You felt woobly woobly? Hell yeah. I like that woobly woobly feeling, dude. Fuck yeah. Oh, you set your alarm for 5, Justin? Cool. Hopefully you caught some of it. Thanks, David, dude. You woke up 2 hours before your alarm, dude. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fucking
Nice.
awesome, dude. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you like synced up.
Yeah, fuck
My arms started to feel like really numb.
Which one?
My arms, both of them.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
Yeah, they both started feeling like hella numb.
If you felt the one that I got cut the fuck out of.
Yeah.
I did it really good this time. I did it for everybody. So like my shit was like fucking like yeah, like fucking Walking Dead, like but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna tongue my fucking wound in front of everybody. I'll do that privately, you know.
I was feeling like disassociative as well during the ritual. I was like really losing touch with my body. I have to keep like reminding myself that I was still here and like not fall over, like not like just fucking lose it. I was like really trying to focus on just like being present in my body.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I definitely I definitely lost myself in that shit a few times for sure. But it was great, you know. I fucking enjoyed that shit like a motherfucker. It's fucking great. Ah, ah, like yeah, dude. Like so, yeah. I got that. I know you had your shell, right? And I found my shell that you were telling me you had that one. I was like, oh yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Justin. Thanks for joining us today. Good luck on your tour to Japan. That's so cool. He dedicated the right to the success of his Japanese tour.
Oh,
so that's
really?
pretty awesome. Yep.
Cool, dude. Fuck yeah, I want to go, man. God damn.
Yeah, Japan is the coolest.
I want
Jeez.
to see some of those fucking Japanese gardens, dude. Like that's where I want to have my ashes scattered when I die. Is fucking a Japanese garden somewhere. Oh yeah, yeah. This is the shell that part of what I made the offering on for like everybody watching was this shell right here. So you know, I think that he really liked it. I think he got a lot out of it, and he loved it, man. He loved it, and I think he loved yours too.
Yeah, you guys can see my blood shell if you want, since we're showing shells of our blood. Here's mine. All right. Oh shit! I'm just pouring. There we go.
Oh,
Look at that.
that's
Look at that shell of blood.
all right.
Yeah. Live stream.
Yeah.
It's classy. This is a classy live stream.
Yep. I'm not gonna say fuck or anything, dude. I'm gonna do the question now. Fucking non-one Houlihan. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that is. I don't know who that is, but damn, I hope this thing I'm sitting on is not gonna fucking break. That is gonna be fucking embarrassing if it does. Ooh. Yeah. I'm trying to read this shit. Yeah, I saw that shell, Nicolene.
Yeah, I did too. That was amazing. That inspired me to make my blood shell for sure.
These guys can show us shit. That would be so cool. Like YouTube's got to fucking get with that program that they can like show us stuff. That would be really fucking cool, dude. What is it? Stop fooking men and dudes into centrices. I can't, man. That's how I talk, dude. I can't help it. You know, I try to. It just happens, man. It just
like I live in California. I can't. I really like. I try my best to not say like all the time. You guys are getting a lot of restraint here.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, like, especially when I'm in ritual, I notice that it's just way more loose and less formal than with other spirits, and I'm, you know, the dude and the fuck and everything, fucking this and that just kind of comes out. I try to Jedi mind trick myself, man. It's hard, you know. I haven't mastered the Sith or the Jedi fucking shit yet, but I saw some Jedi creatures and shit that first time, but I don't remember them. But you know, I said that I did, which was weird because I'm not really like a big Star Wars person at all, but I definitely saw something that made me relate to it, and I don't even know how I did that really, but I didn't do it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, dude. So yeah, he comes to you as Yoda sometimes. Oh, really? Oh, so maybe that's why he made the fucking Star Wars reference. You know, like, I mean, I like Star Wars and everything, but like, I don't even know how I knew that it was like I said something about the Jedi's and the fucking Empire. Like, I don't even know how I even knew anything about the Empire or anything like that. But I guess I did. I don't know.
That's really interesting, Nicolene, because when we were doing the telekinesis stuff a little while ago, I was calling it like the Force, and I kept saying use the Force. So that's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That and it's funny, like the dude Tony that used to live down here in the basement down here I was telling you about, Orlee.
Yeah.
He was really into like Taoism and stuff like that, but he was also like really into the Force, and you know, he was always trying to like use the Force and like use like some Jedi mind tricks and shit and all that stuff. And it's kind of like it's almost kind of like fucking uh like his residual energy is like down there or down here as far as like the whole Star Wars thing and the whole Force thing and all that shit. And like, you know, I don't know. It's just, you have to know him, I guess. It'd be cool if you could meet him one day. He's a cool dude, but he's kind of crazy, but he's really fucking cool. He's a good friend of mine. Oh, god damn, dude. My nose is
okay?
always so itchy after this shit. Yes, dude. He makes me like stops up my nose and shit. Oh, it's crazy. But I enjoyed that, man, and like I'm really glad that everybody joined us for it as well. You know, like because we tried to, for those of you that weren't aware of this, we tried to do this on Facebook Live for the first time. I've never done a Facebook Live broadcast before, and I was trying to figure out how I could bring Orlee into the broadcast so that we could do what we did here tonight on Facebook, because I really want to start kind of doing some things on Facebook like that just to kind of, you know, get us out there even more to a larger audience and people that they don't frequent YouTube or whatever the case may be. But I guess it just happened the way that it was supposed to happen, you know? I mean, I guess a lot of you that are here tonight now probably wouldn't have been here on Facebook. So it's just freaking how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. And we'll download those things that we need to download to get it to work on Facebook another time.
Yeah.
But everything really does happen for a reason. That's slowly being revealed to me, and it's so crazy and awesome. So I'm happy to be here right now with all of you guys. So
Yeah, me
that's
too.
great.
Fuck yeah. So I don't know if I ever really got the, or at least I didn't, or was not able to receive the input from you all that are watching that were here for part of the rite or the entirety of the rite. Like, how did it go for you guys? Like, was it cool? Was it not much to it? Was it like, I know some people said they were kind of disassociative in it, and they felt their arms, they were numb or something like that. But like, how was it, for all of you that are here that will feel like giving me some feedback? How was the experience for you guys? How was it? Like straight up, like no embellishing, no bullshit. If it was uneventful, it was uneventful, and I'll freaking take it like a freaking man, and I'll accept it. If it was crappy, it was crappy. But I really hope that it was as good for you as it was for me. But it was good for me. I'll tell you that. It was great. So, Estelvine, are you saying it was more than what you expected? Okay, fuck yeah, cool.
Cool, yeah, and Darky Lucy, I'm very careful, especially that blood. That was my menstrual blood, so there was no cutting involved even with that. So that's like a safe way to get blood if you can get it like that.
I went a little overboard on that end, like way overboard than I usually do, but it was all for you guys though. Like I don't usually do that for myself at all. I'm much more reserved, and I'm very like conservative with my blood giving. But tonight I wanted to do it for you guys, and I did. I wanted to like make sure that I could make an offering that was going to be sufficient for everybody here. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I mean, it was, as you can see, I mean, it was pretty freaking crazy. And
Whoa.
it's all over me everywhere.
Are you applying direct? Is it still bleeding?
No, I think it stopped.
Okay, but like put pressure on. Do you know about like putting direct pressure on it?
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you know it. You know your shit.
Yeah, I have a very like thick blood, and it coagulates like very easily. So, I probably couldn't even like. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Yeah, it coagulates very quickly. So, yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, thanks, David. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Man, hell yeah. Yeah, it was great, man. And for those of you that like to like go above and beyond as far as that's concerned, and you're not satisfied with what you get from like a Lancet, I usually use like a razor like that you would get in either like a utility knife or something like that, and I use like a brand new one, and I usually kind of go for this area here, like on the side of my hand, like that. So like right in there, it's a great place, and it heals pretty quickly, and you can put a Band-Aid on it. I mean, you can see that's where I did that. It's just right there. So it's like right there, and it doesn't hurt really. It bleeds pretty good. You can get a good amount, and like whenever I like to really give a good blood offering, I like for it to like drip onto whatever it is, and not just like have to like rub it in because it's not really dripping. So tonight it was a good flow, and it dripped, and it's great. And I just kind of feel like that makes a difference to me. I feel like it makes a difference. I don't know if it makes a difference to them, but it makes a difference to me. Like it has to like fall from you onto shit. It has to drip from you, and like I can feel the difference in that. I don't know.
That's cool. I really like that. I felt that experience when I initially dedicated myself to him because the blood was dripping so intensely. So I definitely got the feel of that. That was the deepest I ever cut myself during a ritual. So, yeah, that was fun.
Oh, when you did that one like a week ago or so?
Yeah.
The fuck out of yourself. Like, god damn. I was like, shit. Thanks, Grand Inquisitor. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Like, it's it's just how I do it, man. How Orlee does it too, man. It's just like, like I don't know.
We're dedicated.
Yeah, dude.
Cause.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's I just don't want any element of it to hold me back, I guess. Like, I want to make sure that everything that I do is like um to the full extent of what it needs to be. You know, if I'm gonna freaking do that, like I'm gonna, like you said before, Orlee, I'm gonna freaking do it all the way. You know, I'm gonna freaking, all in or fucking go home type of thing. And it's like, I don't know, it's just the way I feel about it, man. Um, but anyways, I hope that like all of you will be able to connect to him even better than you had prior to this. Whether or not you had a relationship with Belial before tonight or not, which I know a lot of you probably already did. I mean, if you're anything like me, and I think Orlee included, that you will find that a relationship with him is not like all of the crap that you have read or heard and all of that, like, in the past, because I have found it to be the total opposite, really. It's been great. And I mean, there's been some difficulty and things like that, but the difficulty was already there in my life. And these are things that he kind of forced me to deal with because it was in my best interest to deal with this difficulty. And he really helps to kind of make the dealing with it a lot easier. Um, and it kind of forces you to deal with it right here, right now, and not like prolong your misery in a situation, prolong the inevitable. If something's going to happen in your life, if something needs to happen in your life, if you're hesitant to make certain changes that are going to really be in your best interest, but you don't have it within you to fucking do it, he's great to like really help to step in there and bring things to a head to where you're going to have to deal with it now. And it's really not going to be as bad as you thought it was. It's going to be freaking like one of those things where you thought the mountain was a lot harder to climb than what it was, and after you climb it, you see how easy it is. And he's right there with you every step of the way, kind of reassuring you and cheering you on.
And he's like holding your backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. And so it just makes it so much better. It makes it so much better. I mean, I had a lot of fear in a lot of these things, that changes that I needed to make. And I really do not think that I would have ever actually made them. I would have just accepted them and lived with them and been ashamed of the fact that I could not take control of my own life in certain aspects. I had everything else that I wanted. I could manifest this and that and push my magic here and there, and everything was great, but there were certain things that I just could not go there. I could not I couldn't find it within myself to like actually take action in those certain aspects of my life. And those are really the ones that were the most important. I was kind of focusing on all the like unimportant things that were kind of easier to attain and really not as valuable. They were great. They're all good things. They're all things that we need, but I wasn't going after like the big dog. I wasn't going after the big goals and the big tackling the big problems. Those seemed to be like the elephant in the room that I was not even going to even um, like really even acknowledge that it was there. I was just trying to turn a blind eye to it and just
Yeah, me
there,
too.
right?
I was like basically lying to myself about the problems in my life, trying to pretend like everything was okay. And I was doing that for the longest time while trying to still maintain everything. But the problems never go away if you just try to pretend that they don't exist. And instead of like actually flourishing and growing, you end up just stifling yourself by trying to live in a way that makes other people happy by just lying to yourself and stifling your own desires of the things that you want for your life. And working with Belial made it so easy for me to actually notice those things and to make it so those problems no longer were in existence for me.
Yeah, I think it's so easy to like to just like accept certain things, like especially if they're like things that have been in your life for years and years and years, and they just kind of become like a permanent fixture of your life. Something that you've always felt just kind of like powerless to change. Even with magic, you haven't even like went there really. You're just like, this is just too big, too crazy, too. I'm in my comfort zone way too much. This is going to put me way outside of that comfort zone in a place that I really am not willing to go. And you just like when you have those issues like that, you cannot see how amazing your life could be without those problems, and like how limited your ascent and your growth and your happiness is with them in your life. And you just kind of accept that, and you really can't see like, wow, I could be like way up here if I eliminated those obstacles, because they're just that difficult. But he can fucking do it, man. He can do it. And like he's your guy to help you with it if that's really what you want to do. If you have some things that you really need removed, that you want to move on, that you need that extra push, you need some influence, you need some reassurance. And I'm not saying it's going to be freaking cakewalk. It's going to be easy as fuck, but it's going to be freaking easy, man. Easier. So by all means, like don't be scared. Take a few steps, let him take a few steps with you, start walking together down that path. And you got like a partner right there, a partner in crime that's going to like do some kung fu with you and chop them up, give them that chop, ya, 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 just like that.
Just like that.
Just
exactly. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So, do you want to talk about the time that you did the rite of deification for me and you caught on fire?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about some crazy shit here, like that I haven't talked about. So all of you are definitely in luck, I guess, if you want to hear it, and however you consider it. So anyway, okay, so
Your camera went all blurry.
I know, right? Come on, dude, focus it up for me, Belial. Bring it into focus, dude. Come on. He'll do it. It's coming back, or I'll have to do it myself, like this. Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Yeah.
Yeah, did it with my motherfucking energy, motherfucker. All right, anyway, so the rite of deification. I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with this rite or not.
What is this rite, JD?
Well, this rite is not the science of evoking spirits, but it is the science of evoking living human people and their spirits. So basically, like, let's say I'm going to do the rite of deification for you, Orlee, like I did.
As we're talking, as this story will entail.
Right, exactly. Yes. So, like, what I do is it's an outside ritual because it's very messy. It involves a bonfire. It involves setting up a particular type of ritual circle and triangle, a big triangular manifestation. And it involves a live animal sacrifice, which typically for this we use chickens, but we will be moving on to larger and more complex life forms as we go. But it starts off like that, which chickens, like birds or whatever you want to use. But I've always used chickens.
Not humans.
Not humans. No.
Not humans. I just want to make that known that it's not humans and it will never be humans. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah. I would never cross that line.
Neither would I. I would never go there.
Although I will say that would probably be fucking amazing.
It would be.
And Nicolene, yes, you can.
Yeah.
You can do it for yourself. Yes, you can. And I did that one time, and it was fucking crazy. I don't recommend that you do that for yourself because it was probably dangerous, and I felt really fucking weird when I did it. And the cool thing about it though is like when you are the operator, you do still get some of the benefit from it as the person that you are evoking. But so what you do is like after you have your space all set up, you got the fire going, you have the person that you are doing this right for lay down and meditate or go to sleep. So I'll let her know I'm going to do it at 11 p.m. So she knows that by that time she needs to be in a comfortable, quiet place, relaxing, because it's a lot harder to invoke a person when they are walking around and fucking talking and dealing with people and all that shit. So she's relaxing. I'm starting to write. And what I do with that is I will start to call her forth. I'll fucking conjure her, summon her, just like I would another spirit. So there's a conjuration that J.S. Garrett had prepared, and I usually use that, but I kind of do my own thing as well. I don't really use his word for word, which is kind of what I recommend that everybody do when they're doing their own rituals, that you add your own flair into it. Um, you know, all of these rites that are in all these grimoires were written by a human being just like us. So they're not infallible, they're not freaking divine.
Yeah, like people get really caught up on grimoires that were written hundreds of years ago. However, that's just because those were collected hundreds of years ago. They're not necessarily going to be more powerful than something that someone of this day could write. I just wanted to also talk just before you go on for a sec about what Nicolene was talking about on being a vegetarian and the right of deification. And just to tell y'all a little bit about myself, I was vegan for 7 years, and over like this past maybe year and a half, went to being a vegetarian from being vegan. And so having the ritual done, not even eating chicken myself, I haven't eaten, like I started being a vegetarian before I was vegan when I was 11 years old. So it I pretty much like grew up without eating any kind of animals. And so the fact that you did the ritual for me, it had like even more meaning to me because I am a vegetarian, or I not really anymore, but like at the time I was a vegetarian. And then like I told people about it and they were like, "Whoa."
You're still a vegetarian though.
Well, no, I eat fish and stuff, and
Okay.
I ate chicken that time just to remember.
You took a bite.
I
Like
took a bite of chicken because I'm trying to.
like didn't even,
Yeah,
to me. I mean, that was like
yeah.
nothing.
I
But
was just trying to, be evolve or something. I don't know. I was trying to be something. But anyway, so it had a lot of significance to me because of that. Um, it was really intense, even just thinking about that a chicken would be killed. Um, and so, yeah, it was it was a tough decision for me, but I'm happy about it, and I think that it's an honor for a life to be sacrificed in that kind of way.
it was an honor for me to do it too. It really was. I mean, the first time I've done this ritual probably 20 times now, and now, I mean, I'll tell you, the first time I did it, it was hard as hell for me to do it. I mean, I don't really even kill bugs and shit, so I pick them up and put them outside. I try to let everything live,
Me
but
too. I'll like pick up worms during the rain and like take them off the sidewalk and like put them in the earth.
yeah, I mean, I do shit like that too, right? So it's like it was really hard for me to do that. It really was. It was very difficult. But you have your chicken there, and you got everything set up, and you'll start. Start the rite, and I do some like little protective things first, and like call on her spirits that protect her to escort her spirit from her body. into the triangle, into the flames of the fire. And I will call her forth until I can really feel her presence there. You will typically always see a drastic change in the element of the fire. It'll typically begin to kind of burn like a blue flame most of the time. Um, and she doesn't call, she does not come by herself, even with the spirits that I asked to come and escort her. Every spirit that surrounds her that she's ever evoked. I mean, she comes with like an entire legion of fucking spirits and demons. They're all there. You can feel them encircling like the entire perimeter of the rite. Like they are all present to kind of like witness this fucking event, and it's really wild. But as soon as I can feel her presence there, that's when I will take the sacrifice and I'll sacrifice it. I'll chop the head off of the chicken, and then I'll go around into the triangle. There's a way that you set it up that gives the operator the ability to leave the circle, to go into the triangle, and then you hold the chicken up above the flames, spilling the blood into the flames, and the alchemical process that takes place is that the life force energy of that sacrifice leaves the body of that chicken as it is killed, and it is absorbed into Orlee's spirit through the blood, through the life force energy that leaves. You let the blood drain to the flames until the chicken is not kind of thrashing about and wiggling around, doing their whole kind of like post-mortem thing. And once they're still and you know that they're dead, then you drop the rest of the body of the chicken into the fire and allow that spirit to absorb, the totality of that life force energy. And then typically after that's done, you would then dismiss the spirit back to their body. Well, as I am performing this rite for her, I'm standing over to the side of the fire and I'm wearing my ritual robe that I would always wear for a ritual of this nature. That's really like the one and only rite that I would ever really like don a freaking like full regalia, like with my robe and hood and all that stuff. And as I'm doing this, over behind me here, the fire's here, and over behind me here, there's no flames, there's nothing, but my robe actually catches on fire. And it was really wild because I could feel the intensity and the heat of the flames getting hotter and hotter. And I'm even like verbalizing that.
Yeah, you are. I actually watched it today again because I love watching the video of that because it's so fucking badass. You're like saying that you can feel the fire getting hotter and hotter and the flames growing. You're like, I can feel the flames getting hotter. And then the camera starts to go out of focus just as this is happening. Like as you're saying, the flames are getting hotter, and then you can see in the camera that's going out of focus, you can see that you're starting to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was scary. It was scary as shit. I don't know if any of you have ever been on fire before. I had not until that point. But once I realized that I was actually like engulfed in flames over on this side of me, and it was starting to climb up my robe very quickly, I had to, kind of step out of the ritual area and like start to kind of like, you think that your first instinct anyways, I'll go over this, like, they always tell you to stop, drop, and roll, right? But in my case, even though I know that, my first instinct was not to do that. It was to try to like pat it out, put it out, and kind of freaking out, right? And I tried to do that, and that was not doing a damn thing. The flames were just rising higher and higher. They were probably here somewhere. And that's when I was really starting to freak out. And I was like, oh shit. So I did have to step out of the freaking ritual space, still holding the chicken, and kind of roll around on the ground like a fucking idiot. But I will tell you, I was engulfed in flames. I did not make a sound. I did not scream. I did not yell.
Yeah, he was completely silent while being on fire. It was like the craziest part about it was like how calm and collected JD was to being on fire. And then even when I guess I don't want to take your story, but
No, go for it.
from the henceforward you were like it was like nothing. Like it was like you didn't care that you were just on fire. It was like everything. So yeah, like you
Yeah.
put out your fire.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, so yeah, I finally got it out, and then my robe was all burned to shit. I took that off. Got the chicken. I was in like jeans and a freaking black t-shirt or something, and I went right back to where I left off. Finished the rite. Let you absorb the rest of that life force energy, and then I dismissed you. And the crazy thing is that I had jeans on underneath that robe, and the jeans were not. And I sent you pictures of them. Like the jeans were not damaged at all. There was no burning on the jeans. There was nothing of the sort at all. The crazy thing is that I got two big ass third-degree burns on my leg, some kind of fucking way. I don't know how the fuck that happened because there was no point in time where flames came in contact with my skin at all. And it didn't hurt while I was on fire either. Like there was no pain involved in it at all. It was scary because I was on fire, but it didn't hurt. Like burning did not hurt. So like, I didn't know what to think about what had happened. I had these two, and I still have these two crazy scars. I'll show you guys in a second what they look like. And I really didn't know what it meant. I was like, what the fuck happened? I've never had that happen before. And this rite, like I've never caught on fire like that. That was really crazy. And my first inclination was because I've been marked a lot. Like I have been marked by spirits so many fucking times. I'll show you one here now that I can show you guys. I've shown this one before. I think you guys can see it. This is something that I don't know if the camera froze, but
It did.
all right, here we go. Is it still freezing?
No, it's okay.
All right, hold on. All right, here we go. All right, so see, let's see, where's it at? Okay, right. Let me turn this light on. Maybe that'll help. Okay, let's see. Where is it?
Oh, it's starting to show up.
Can you see
it? Yeah, you can see it now.
Can you? Can you see it? Good?
Yeah, if you don't move your arm, you can see it.
Like that?
Move it up a little higher because the computer light's too bright. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like a bite mark or something. Can you see that, Orlee?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I woke up with that years ago, and it looked like something had bit me, basically, like a mouth had bitten me or something. And it was like a burn, though. It was like a water blistered burn. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea when it happened that night. I was staying in the house by myself. There was nobody else there. There was nothing that could have done this to me. And it would heal almost all the way. And as soon as it was almost healed, it would fucking burn again and have to start the whole healing process all over again. And it took like 9 months for it to heal. I've had words scratched into my body. I had the word purge scratched into my fucking abdomen, which is on my Instagram. You've seen that, Orlee.
Yeah, it really does say purge. It's insane.
I had a pentagram kind of stamped into my lower center of my back, kind of like right when my spiritual awakening started years and years and years ago. That was there for a few months. There's been a few other minor things, bruises and stuff, but nothing like, these scars I have here and the scars that I have on me now from your deification, right? But, something that I come to realize is like all those markings that I have, they weren't something to where spirits were trying to harm me. They were actually marking me for protective purposes. Like they basically branded me with their seal of protection so that they protect me now. They look over me. And that was kind of the same thing with Orlee's deification, right? That was my first inclination. And I went to this really gifted healer and medium that I've seen for years and years and years. And I had him look into it, and that was the first thing that he told me too. You know, he was like, it was a protection thing, and I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. So yeah, so you know, the burns are finally healed. It took 2 months for them to heal or something, but they're scars that I'll have forever. You know, that's for sure. Um, and I can show you guys. I mean, you can see like you can see it in that one video where I'm asleep most of the time. You can see it, but I can show them. Should I show
Yeah, I think everyone wants you to take your pants off.
them? Yeah, I'm sure. Sure that they do not want to see me take my pants off, but let me see. Let me see what I can do. Huh. Where is it at? Okay. All right. Where are they? Okay, so this is where I caught on fire. And I'm fucking showing you my fucking legs, dude. All right, so right there, see? Those are the two scars right there, okay? So that's what I got from the deification rite. And my pants were not burned. They burned through my pants, and they were freaking terrible, dude. They were terrible, terrible. It hurt like a motherfucker for like a month after that. It didn't hurt when it happened, but it hurt like a bitch after that. You know, my skin had fucking melted the fuck off. So that's what happened with that. But I guess give me your take on your experience that you had from the deification rite on your end.
So, it was actually really interesting because I know that you had a hard time evoking my spirit, and as I was trying to lay there to have the ritual done for me, my now ex was being really disrespectful and like being very loud, um, like unnecessarily loud, like with by playing the TV, like very loud. And I found that was like really distracting me a lot from being able to fall asleep. And so I think that probably had a bit to do with like why you had a hard time evoking me.
Yeah, it took a
And
while for you to get there. Yeah.
yeah, I had a really hard time leaving my body. I was like trying for quite some time. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking perhaps the fire happened because I sold my soul to Satan a couple of years ago. And so maybe you went like into hell to like find my spirit or something. I'm not sure, but that's what I thought of initially when you told me you caught on fire. Well, first I was like, oh my goodness, and I felt bad that you caught on fire. But then after that, I was like trying to figure out why you would catch on fire. And it could have even been that like there were other spirits that were like trying to mess with me. And maybe they like attacked you or something because they were connected to me. But it could have even been something like baptism by fire, like that kind of thing, because you didn't get hurt at all. So that was really good. Well, I mean, you got those crazy burns, but it could have been a lot worse.
Okay.
And I definitely felt like the ritual worked for me because all the things that it's supposed to do in terms of empowering you and like giving you strength and giving you energy, like I've barely needed to sleep ever since that was done for me. Like I only sleep for like a couple hours every night if I sleep. It's like it's crazy. And like all my abilities became strengthened, even my like artistic skills and everything, all my drives were like replenished like the very next day. So I did feel like the ritual was successful, even though you went through that ordeal.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out for you. You know, I mean,
Thank you so much for doing
when
it.
oh, fuck, it's my pleasure, man. I fucking was like psyched into my mind to do it for you. And, like every time I've had it done for me, It's really been a huge success, and it was like majorly empowering for me as well. But even as the operator, you still get um, a little bit of that life force energy from that sacrifice does go into you, and you do get empowered from it as well. So it's really kind of a win-win, for the operator, really, I guess, and the receiver. But I think it really is my favorite fucking ritual to perform. The benefits from it are typically immediate, and it's not just one or two things. I mean, it's a majorly empowering thing for you physically, magically, sexually, emotionally, mentally. It's like it really like just really gives you this huge dose of like steroids for every aspect of your life. It really does. And J.S. Garrett, he's the one that really came up with this ritual the way that it's written out through Shinyaza, I believe, or what's his name now?
Shimshazai?
Shimgazai, yeah.
Yeah, and people, if you want him to do J.S. Garrett to do the ritual for you, you can hire him to do it through Become a Living God.
Yes,
Love that.
absolutely. Absolutely. And he'd be glad to do it, and like I only do it for like friends of mine and things like that I'm really, 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 really tight with. I don't do it, as a service because JS is my good friend and I don't want to infringe upon his services and livelihood. So, it's not something that I really do for other people like that, but I do it for close friends. And I do recommend that, if you all are interested in doing it, but you don't want to have him do it for whatever reason, that you can get the Anthology of Sorcery Volume 3 through Become a Living God, and that rite is in there. And you can pair up with another magician that is able-bodied to do it, that has the ability to do it, that also has like the ability to do it from the standpoint of that they have an outside private area that they can perform this in. This is not something that you can just do in a suburb area where you've got a close neighbor and shit. You can't be sacrificing animals in your backyard, probably. So I'm fortunate enough to have an area where I can do it. So it's a little involved. You have to purchase a chicken and all that, but if you can find a magician that is willing to do this with you, you can both do it for one another to empower each other. See how like far that you can kind of push that envelope.
And you can do it with your own blood, but you just need to use a lot of blood.
Yeah, I think it's like 20 cc's or something. I think is what he uses when he does it with his own blood, like 20 cc's or something. Which, whatever that is, I think it's a lot.
I don't know what that all is. Sounds like a lot.
It's like a bag of blood or something. He has his own little contraption. He was in the military, so he can actually like take his blood and get it. I don't know how to do that shit, and so I wouldn't even attempt that. And I hate needles and stuff, so it would be difficult. But he does also, like, he's done it for me a few times where he will add in a big bag of his own blood along with the chicken's blood, and that's really been majorly impactful for me when he did that too. That was pretty fucking awesome. I don't know about tomatoes and tomato juice. Like, I think it kind of goes back from what I understand. Not that I'm trying to pull things from the Christian pantheon and anything from the Bible, but it was like you have like Cain and Abel that were making sacrifices to Yahweh, to God, whatever. And I guess Abel was a farmer and Cain had livestock or whatever. And Abel was always making sacrifices to him of vegetables and fruit and shit like that. And that really wasn't something that deity really wanted to have. He kind of turned his nose up at it. He did like the sacrifice of the living organism, of a living being. So I don't really know even if fruit and vegetables and stuff like that mean something to you, I think it really kind of has to be a more substantial life force, not that plants and fruit and shit like that, not that plants are not living, they're living, but, and that, not that they don't have spirits, they do, but I think it really kind of has to be just a more advanced form of life, something similar to what we are and something similar to what those deities represent in order for it to actually be like a deification, basically. And that's what it is. I mean, you're kind of deifying yourself when you do this. It's like very much like when they used to make sacrifices to spirits and deities. You're having a sacrifice made unto your spirit, and you're kind of in essence deifying yourself. um, J.S. Garrett was telling me a story about Genghis Khan when he finally died. He understood this because he was a magician, and he was a badass magician, actually, like much, much better than what I could have ever imagined. He was fucking powerful as shit. He wanted to make sure that he was going to be deified. And so there was like 200 virgins and like 50 fucking horses, and everybody in attendance at his funeral, they were all sacrificed to him so that he could be deified. And he understood the power behind that, the alchemical process, that he was going to absorb this life force energy into his spirit, and he would be empowered and that much more powerful of a deity in the life to come, wherever he was in the afterlife. So it's kind of like that concept, So it's like when he spoke about that, I asked him about, like, well, maybe that is why there's so many killings, so much bloodshed in the name of God or Yahweh and in the name of Allah. Like maybe there's more people that understand this concept than we realize, and maybe that's why there's so much killing and bloodshed. And when you kill in the name of, your patron deity, that you are actually deifying them, that they are actually absorbing that life force energy into their spirit, thus becoming stronger and more prevalent of a force in this physical plane of existence, because you're killing and taking life and spilling blood in their name.
There's actually something really intense about doing that as well, because I'm not sure where exactly it's written in Jewish scripture, but Yahweh basically says to no longer give animal sacrifices because the temple has been destroyed. So because there's not currently like a temple in Jerusalem, and if we are doing these sacrifices, these offerings, it's like we're not only, it's like blasphemy, but it's like reclaiming that power and being like, my space is a temple. Like this is the most sacred place now, even though it's like people are supposed to be waiting for like this new, Messiah or whatever temple to be rebuilt, but it's like taking that into your own hands.
Hell yeah. Which, like that's really kind of like what we are all doing when we're doing our magic and we're doing all these things, that we're, like embodying that aspect and essence of a God within ourselves and our own omnipotence. And we are becoming our own temples, and we are, really striving to become our own gods. So I guess it is really, from that standpoint, everything that we do is blasphemous in a sense.
Hell yeah.
Which I know you like.
I like it a lot. I'm
Yeah,
a fan.
yeah, I like it too. Fuck.
Because we both came from different but religious backgrounds, and so it's just fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's I actually feel something from all of these things that we do. Whereas, when I was a Christian, I felt nothing at
Yeah,
all.
when I was in my Jewish prayer life, I just felt empty, and like I didn't find anything inspiring about it at all.
You were like never cut of that cloth, I guess, and I don't think that I was either. And
Yeah, I don't like just doing what everybody tells me to do all the time and what was written in some book that someone just tells you to listen to. And I think, especially with our work with Belial and how he opens the alternate dimensions and such, it's helping us to get more information to all these things, like beyond what we've already have.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, and it's like too, it's like, I know he needs things done and he needs us to do certain things. And it's not really like we're bowing down to him and we're worshiping him and we're doing all these things for him, for him, for him, like on blind faith that we're going to get something back from it. He will show you and prove to you that if you do something for him, he's going to do something for you. And the things that he will do for you are fucking huge. And it's not really like something to where it's like, well, I'll get these blessings when I'm dead. I'll get these blessings in the afterlife, whatever that is. In heaven, I'll have treasures waiting for me and all of this and that. Like, you don't have to wait for that and have blind faith that you're going to get it. You can get the blessings here and now on earth as you're living. Within a matter of days, weeks, or months, you're going to have this stuff. It's not like you're going to have to like just be good and do all of these things and worship and bow down and castrate your fucking self, like for this God that may not ever give you anything. You may fucking end up somewhere and not get shit. And I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. Maybe I'm just not meant to feel it. I know there's a lot of people out there that do feel it. They feel something. Obviously, they're going to do it. Or either they're just following in line and they're following directions and they're doing what they think they're supposed to do. But I feel like there are some people that do feel it. I don't know what they feel. Um, but it just never was for me. Never was for me.
Yeah, I tried. I really gave it a shot, but it just made me angry and just seek other things. And yeah, I think we're really getting somewhere when all of us can work together. And I was talking to you about this, I guess yesterday or something, where all of us, like you and I and everyone here that's watching this with us, all of us are connected now, and we're all experiencing our own subjective realities, but we're experiencing that now together. And so when we open ourselves to these frequencies and allow them to flow through us collectively, it helps to actually manifest into our reality system in a much stronger way, because we're all doing that together. And doing things like rituals like this over the internet is really wonderful in terms of spreading this reality system.
Yeah, I mean, because there really is a lot going on right now, and it involves all of you. All of you, and we're all gonna like have these really magical, fantastical, insane, crazy fucking experiences that a lot of people that are just not open and aware and awake enough to have, they're just not going to experience it at all. Um, I mean, we're really like on the verge here, I think, of some really big things. I mean, it's already happening and it's just starting to happen on a much larger scale, more intensely than it had been. Um, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. I really am. Um, I think it's going to be amazing. I mean, from everything that I've witnessed so far, and my mind's already blown, I can just only imagine like where we're going to be in 6 months, where we're going to be in the next year or two.
Yeah, because so much has happened in such a short period of time. It's really amazing. And it's like in my own spiritual path, like, I spent years developing, but then had sort of plateaued at this point. And it wasn't until I connected with you and with the other people here that things started really moving for me, like in such a fast way, like where even as I was talking about earlier, like my memories started coming back to like crazy paranormal experiences that I wasn't able to remember, or else I would have gone completely insane at the time, like 8 years ago, whenever that happened. And like now all this information is coming back to me. And it's because we're at a place now where we have the ability to use this information for something.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It really does. I mean, it's like, it was, it wasn't able to be stored in your memory at the time, like you said, because it would have been too much information all at once. And at the time, you would not have been able to do anything with it except for to go and completely crazy and lose all the information. So now that it's the right time, you're in the right place. All of these events are happening that correlate with it. Now you are beginning to slowly but surely, like, re-access and have like a total recall of this information, so that now you can begin to kind of disseminate it and to make sense of it and to put it into practical use to kind of help everybody else that's involved in this to move forward. It's like everybody has their own little special role to play in it.
Exactly. And we're all like, all of us, it's not about like any one person. And that's like what's so beautiful about all of us coming together, because we're all working together to hold down this current. Because like, if this is the same kind of crazy stuff that I was dealing with back in 2011, then, having it manifest in more people at a time will definitely help everything to be maintained, instead of it just being like weird crap happening in like one small area. This is something that's just happening all over through all of us together, and it's really amazing.
It is, man. It really is. I mean, it's so much more than what I really thought that it was going to be, to be honest with you. I really kind of thought it was always going to be like, just like, hmm, just me doing my magic by myself, like changing my own life in, little various ways, or even in some extreme ways. But like, I never imagined being able to be a part of something that is really huge along with all of you. Like, it's just mind blowing, to like actually be like, yeah, you can be a part of some big time shit that's gonna like really change a lot of things for everyone. It's awesome. I mean, and like I said, everybody that's here now, I mean, everybody is a fucking part of it, and it's just more than I had ever anticipated. And it's
Me
like,
too. And it's so wonderful, because I really felt like so alone about all this stuff, even in occult communities and things like that. It's rare to find people that are, really tapping into the source of all information and are able to put that into use in some kind of practical way.
hell yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, and like that's the thing, it's like, I think there's like a lot of practitioners in other, like various groups and organizations and stuff. And it's like, I don't really understand what they're really doing. I mean, it's like they're going through these weird motions of like ceremonies and shit like that. And it's like, there's really not much practicality involved in it that's doing something for them in their lives. Like, really and truly, it's kind of just like a game or something. It's like, I don't want to say it's a waste of time. I guess they have fun doing it. That's cool to have things like that you like to do that are fun. But I want to like really do something that is going to really have a profound effect in my life, that is going to like seriously enrich it and mold it and shape it, not just like, let's dress up and do some shit and we had fun, and like, let's go to Sonic and get a slushy afterwards and be like, hell yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I want to actually manifest change, like real actual change. And we're seeing that happening, and it's so amazing. And it's because of all of us and our collective realities working together that this is able to happen, because all of us together are so much stronger than just one person. And so when we go through these collective experiences, it's really fantastic to see how we're able to combine spirituality and technology together in this new way. And I think that is really important. That's one of the things that like aliens told me years ago. And we'll talk about this another time because I could talk about that for a long time. But anyway, when I was working with these spiritual aliens years ago, one of the things that they were telling me was that we need to incorporate spirituality and technology and to unify those things. So through the act of doing these rituals over the internet, especially live, I think it's really encroaching on these new grounds that we need to dig into.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that too. I mean, I know we were talking about like the other night, like, you know, my background is in electrical work, and you know, I'm a journeyman electrician. I don't really do much of that anymore at all. I can still do it in my sleep all day long, but you know, there's gonna be some aspect of that that I'm going to incorporate some kind of crazy wiring, something or another in with like marrying together spirituality and technology.
Yeah, I was telling you you're the light bringer, okay? Because you were an electrician, so you can straight up bring the light, and then you're going to create something through your ability to through your knowledge of creating the currents of energy and like how they flow to connect this spirituality with humanity and help the information flow. And I feel like you're already starting to do that, but there's more to do. Like you're going to figure out something that's like actually like making a thing, I think.
That would be freaking awesome, man. Like, yeah, I don't know what it'll be yet at all, but I guess when it makes sense to me and it comes to me, I'm gonna be like, you know, that light bulb is gonna go off, and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like hell yeah, like that totally is gonna be like manifested like a motherfucker very easily. Like as soon as it gets into my mind and it's on the astral plane, and I'm able to send it down through to my hands and create it, it will fucking be here and it will exist and it's going to be awesome. And I don't know what it's going to be yet, but hopefully it will be something that will help everyone. And yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, hopefully it's not going to be like 20 years from fucking now. Hopefully it's going to be more like 6 months from now, but we'll see.
Well, considering how fast stuff is happening, I think we're going to be in for some surprises. I think.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, I think that I'm gonna have to like uh, step into my insanity even more to for this to actually come into my mind the way that it needs to. At least that's kind of the way that I feel. Like I'm gonna have to kind of like really go within even more than I do now and lose my conscious train of thought, which is a major hindrance in all of this shit, so that I can allow it to come through, and I'll just kind of be like a fucking mad scientist maniac, like totally focused on that fucking thing until it actually comes about. But
I can totally see that.
it's going to be necessary, you know. So hopefully, all you guys will still be my friends when I'm like going off the deep end, creating some crazy contraption that will benefit you and me and everyone else. But and I'm sure a lot of you out there too are going to be doing that as well, like coming up with some crazy shit, bringing some really cool shit to the table that's going to help us all do this shit. And I can't wait to see what all of you guys are going to come up with, bring to the table as well.
Me too. I seriously love you guys so much. Like we are really doing some crazy shit, and I love just getting even more crazy together with all of you. It's so fun. It's the best.
Yeah, right. Yeah, being normal and boring is definitely no fun at all. And been there, done that. I can't really hang with those people too much anymore. It's painful to do, and it gives me a headache, and it's boring, and it actually makes me fucking kind of pissed off when I have to do it. But I do what I got to do when I got to do it. That's how I do it. But I like being with my fucking people. You people are definitely my kind of people, and I love you guys. And yeah, like I appreciate you being on with me tonight, doing this Orlee. Like that, you were like all about it, just like I was. Like that's freaking great.
Of course, you know, I'm on I'm on board.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
full steam
Um,
ahead, motherfucker.
aboard the crazy ship, the
Yeah.
spaceship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's definitely a spaceship. Belial's driving it, and we'll be on that motherfucker and going to that other plane with no floors, no levels, and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I'm not gonna wear a seatbelt either because I don't do that. No seatbelts, man.
Spaceship doesn't even have seatbelts. So,
Okay, well, good,
yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad to hear that because
There ain't no spaceship seatbelts on our spaceship of madness.
that'd be the first thing that I'd have to remove. I can't have it. Can't have that shit. But yeah, but anyways, man, like, thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah,
all.
thank you. I love you guys so much, and I love you, JD.
Love you.
Thank thank you so much for doing all this and for inspiring people every day and filling everybody with love. It's so wonderful. It really inspires me, and yeah, I'm just so happy to be able to manifest this.
Thank you for inspiring everyone the way that you do, and for like projecting and spreading all the love and knowledge and fucking just awesomeness that you do. And I love it, man. I love it. Fucking love it. It's great. It's the best shit ever. It's so good.
Thank you so much.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, and girls, like, thank you all for being here with us. And we'll tell you again how much we fucking love you.
Yeah, we really love you guys. Like, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for joining us on this strange journey. Who knows what the heck is even going to happen like next week, And all of us are having some crazy, awesome stuff happen in our lives, and I love hearing about it. And yeah, it's just amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing in this amazing, crazy time.
Yep. Amen, motherfucker. And I won't say amen. I don't give a fuck. It can be a infernal amen.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's the evil amen.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna go apply some direct pressure and some peroxide and alcohol over this motherfucker right now.
Yeah, also just before we go, Black Triangle UFO drone, do you know that I used to call myself Orlee Andromeda? Because I feel like you don't, and you keep talking about Andromeda, and it's really tripping me out. And so I just wanted to say that. Anyway, and yeah, we'll go into that another day when we talk about aliens. But yeah, I think JD should tend to his wounds because he needs to bleed again another day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we want to hear the insane story too. We can handle it for sure. And yeah, I don't know if he knows about that either, but I guess he does know about it some kind of way. He's like pulled it out of the collective or something, man.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
eye, you know,
yeah.
and hell yeah. But we'll hear that story then next time.
Yeah, next time
We're gonna
we'll
hear
get
about,
into the aliens.
yeah, we're gonna hear about that crazy story from you. And um yeah, hell yeah, dude. We like it to be fucking, yeah, wax off, fucking Mr. Miyagi and all that shit. And I hope that you guys will be back. We're gonna do this again, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. You never fucking know. It's like kind of whenever the mood strikes us, and whenever Belial's like, "Hey, you need to do this," and we do this. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do it. So,
Yep,
anyways, we're
that's how we do it.
gonna we're gonna say it again, and I want you to say it though, Orlee.
Thanks for watching.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. How about
Bye,
a
guys.
how about a fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
That's right.